I noticed that so many myths talked about seven-ness. It seemed to me they, insofar as any of them talked about a number of stages, they all talked about 7 stages. And of course I thought that was just superstition, and somehow it was, they got it from one another and so on. But someone then called my attention to something I knew perfectly well, but it just came at the right time that I was reminded of it, that the topology of the torus involves 7 colors. And that hit me at the right time. So I thought, well, if structure can be described by fourfold, then it's like the mapping problem where 4 colors will suffice for any map. On the other hand, on the surface of a donut, a torus, it takes 7 colors. So therefore I could think of the torus as representing process. Torus with 7 would be process versus the flat plane with 4. And the flat plane is the same as the surface of a sphere as far as the coloring problem is concerned. So the 4 would be structure, something static, fixed in space, whereas process is something that's moving. But it's not just moving, it's sort of assimilating itself. That's what I try to refer to by talking about the reflexive thing and having the arc. It's able to recognize its own laws and move on and use its own laws. Well, that gave me sanction to accept 7, do you see what I mean? I mean, since there's a mathematical theory giving 7 this prestige, I don't have to regard it as a superstition.
Well, what was there about the torus that made you feel that it could represent the universe?
Well, before I get into all the virtues of the torus, it's, you see right away, it's the next topological complexity to the sphere. And as far as I can make out, there isn't anything beyond it except pretzels, which are just
double toruses.
Multiple toruses. So if they're just that, then that's as far as you can go. The other thing is that the toroidal shape is universal. I mean, eddies, tornadoes, electrical field, all of these things are toroidal in shape. And the torus, or the toroidal field, is the only way you can have a self-sustained activity. For instance, if I blow a smoke ring, it will persist for quite a while. It can cross the room, the smoke ring. If you just saw a puff of smoke, it would gradually dissipate. So it's self-sustaining. And another interesting thing is that it's made out of the same stuff as the matrix is. There's no difference between the stuff that's in the whirlwind and this stuff it's in. It's an entity of air in air.
In the case of the smoke ring, the smoke just makes it visible, but
the smoke makes it visible, right. And in water you would also have eddies. They're something made out of water in water. So there's no duality of substance required. Therefore it's suitable for a cosmological foundation.